Hey, what's shaking basement tapes? Number 291 right here. 291, 1976, wrapping up the bicentennial year with a pair of sets that this is the third year running, it seems, that we've been talking about these guys. And of course, it's the 1976 Wonder Bread and the Town Talk by Wonder Bread, all made by Tops, distributed though by Wonder Breads and Town Talks, as they say. 76 Wonder Bread. I have 14 of these wrinkly little bastages, these little cork suckers. And I have two of the Wonder Bread / Town Talks. Came in a bread basket for your enjoyment, both at the table and later on, perhaps in your shoe boxes that resided under your beds. Let's get over to Beckett OPG. 24 of these 1976 Wonder Bread cards. Average value 44 cents. Total value $10.45. No rookie cards, but a set of these will cost you between 250 cents and 500 cents. Seems rather attainable, even for a poorman like myself. 1976 Wonder Bread football card set features 24 colored standard size cards with red or blue frame lines and white borders. The first 12 cards, 1 through 12, in the set feature offensive players with a blue frame, and the last 12 cards, 13 through 24, feature defensive players with a red frame. The backs feature one of Coach Hank Stram's favorite plays with a football diagram and a text listing each offensive player's assignment of the particular play. The Topps chewing gum, Oxford, Inc. copyright appears at the bottom of the card back. Parallel version of the card was also produced by Town Talk Bread. Top three of these, my printer is talking to me. Franco Harris, followed by Charlie Taylor and Jack Ham, and the rest are 50s, 40s, or 30-cent items there. Let's get over to Wonder Bread Town Talk. 24 of these, 553 average value, $132.80. Total value, price of these, $50 to $100, so obviously a little bit more risque, as they say. 1976 Town Talk Bread football card set features 24 standard colored cards, standard size cards with red or blue frame lines and white borders. The cards are essentially a parallel version of the Wonder Bread release. The Topps Chewing Gum Inc. copyright appears at the bottom of the card back. These Town Talk cards are more difficult to find than the Wonder Bread issue and are priced using the multiplier line given below. They are distinguished by a different credit line at the top of the card back. So top three here, will it be the same? Will it? Let's see here, folks. Franco Harris, $15. Charlie Taylor, $10. And Jack Ham, also $10. Who doesn't want some ham on bread? For sure. So let's get over to TCDB and look at these buttes. Red, white, blue, we got it all going on here. We have some big old afros as well, which is always a bonus for us. The teams depicted here are the Colts, Bears, Bengals, Browns, Cowboys, Packers, Chiefs, Rams, Dolphins, Vikings, Giants, Jets, Raiders, Eagles, Steelers, 49ers, Cardinals, and the Washington Redskins. Hall of Famers, you say? 11 of them. Franco Harris, Charlie Taylor, Rayfield Wright, Gene Upsaw, Tom Mack, Jack Youngblood, Jack Ham, Cliff Harris, Emmett Thomas, Ken Riley, and Ray Gee, also known as Ray Guy, south of the border. Let's get to the gallery here. We could see him. We have hair. We have Craig Morton. He'd play in the Super Bowl against the Dallas Cowboys a few years after this, but by then he was just a Giants NFCer. Chuck Foreman, great running back. Franco Harris, another one. Mel Gray, what a team this was. Charlie Taylor, Rich Castor, your tight end. Charlie Coons, a tackle. Rayfield Wright, a tackle. Gene Upsaw, a guard. Tom Mack, a guard. And I think our center was Len House. Man, what a brute-looking dude he is. Gary Premium was your kicker there. Over on defense, Cedric Hardman, Jack Youngblood, Wally Chambers, Jerry Shirk, Bill Berge from the Philadelphia Eagles, Jack Ham, Fred Carr, Jack Tatum. He was a mean dude. Cliff Harris, missing a little bit of his hair there. Emmett Thomas, Ken Riley, and Ray Gee. Again, Ray Guy, the punter for your Los Angeles Raiders. Back of this card, of course, Wonder Bread All-Stars proudly displayed across what is called the credit line. Card number 24 is depicted inside of a white football. Ray Guy, Oakland punter, 6'3", 190, school, Southern Mississippi, born 12/22/49. He's a Christmas baby. They didn't have to get him anything. You could double up on his presence year after year. Alameda, California is his home, of course. That was the former home of the Oakland Raiders. Hank Stram's favorite play, Coach New Orleans Saints. It's the square out right. The flanker squares out at 6 yards, tight end 6 inside release. Keys to MLB 17 looks for ball immediately. Right tackle 5 sets up aggressively, blocks defensive end. Right guard J sets up, aggressively blocks defensive tackle. Center sets up, aggressively blocks middle linebacker 17 or helps right guard. Left guard 2 sets up, aggressively blocks defensive tackle 13. L tackle 4 sets up, aggressively blocks defensive end. 12 split end, 7 squares out at 7 yards. QB 9 keys to MLB 17 drops back 3 steps, hits tight end and or flanker. Fullback aggressively blocks the linebacker, hooks out 5 yards. Left half 10 aggressively blocks linebacker, hooks out 5 yards. And then note for square out left play, reverse everything. So 1976 Topps Chewing Gum Inc. printed USA. Imagine the kids sitting around the yard trying to figure out how everybody is aggressively blocking someone, yet I'm sure there were some missed assignments in that front yard. So, wow, that's a lot to take in, football knowledge and all that stuff. So Lawrence Taylor says, just go to the ball. Maybe that's what the kids should have done back then. Over to Town Talk Bread. Same cards, same setup, same teams, same everything but the pricing, of course. So beautiful set there. The only difference is if we look at the gallery, we clearly see, where am I? Hold on, everybody. I'll get control of this again. Clearly see at the top there, if there's a card back here to be had. Town Talk Bread All-Star Series. George Coons is our tackle. Wait a minute. Do we have different players here? Could it be? No, same gang. George Coons with the Baltimore Tacklers there. He went to Notre Dame. Hank Stram coming up with another boogered up play to confuse the minds. No wonder kids dropped out and took acid and smoked reefer after school. Hank Stram was confusing the bejesus out of him. So anyway, that's the 1976 Wonder Bread and the 1976 Town Talk. Both bread companies, both thrown in there with your loaves of bread, and both produced by Topps Inc., copyrighted and all that stuff. So might be the last of the bread cards in the collection. 3 in a row by Topps, producing Wonder Bread / Town Talk for me. And yeah, I guess we have to get our nutrition now from here on out from the Hostesses and the Kellogg's of the world, and eventually just a pink stick of hard bark to chew on from Topps. So Basement Tapes number 291. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Appreciate everything immensely.